Welcome back to Pathway to Leadership. Today we're talking about the big lie. The big lie is a lot of leadership coaches out there want you to pick a leadership style. Well, today I'm going to tell you why that's a bad idea and it's a big lie. I'm glad you're visiting the channel today, so go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Let the algorithm know that we're a strong community of leaders. So let's get into why picking a style of leadership is such a big lie. So here's the challenge. Go ahead and Google, well, wait a minute, after this video, not now. After the video, go ahead and Google leadership styles and see how many coaches out there want you to pick a certain style and stick with it. Well, here's why it's such a bad idea. So you see, here's the secret. This is why it's a lie. Great leaders know who, when, where, and why to use certain styles of leadership. In other words, they're a master of all styles. You see, you don't know what is going to motivate each individual on your team. Sometimes it has to be this style, and another person could be another style. So the secret here is you have to learn your team members. You have to get to know them and know what leadership style works best. You know, you might have to use the authoritative style of leadership, which basically means you have to be their external brain and tell them what to do all the time. Some other team members, you only have to tell them to do something once and they go on their own and you don't have to worry about them at all because they can self-manage. So don't be fooled by these leadership coaches trying to tell you you need to pick one style and one style only. You need to know them all. And remember, part of being a great leader is you've already shown what your vision is. You're living your vision. You're living your mission. You've already instructed your team members where your goals are, where your future is, and you want to bring them with you. So you don't have to use that style of leadership with people that have already bought in to where you want to go. They want to be part of what's happening in front of them. So again, it's a big lie. I do agree to a certain level that as a leader, you have to foundationally have a style that is your normal, everyday, nothing major is happening, there's no crises, nothing's on fire type of management leadership style. But you still have to know all styles in order to be an effective leader. So now that we get this all out of the way, let's talk about some of the leadership styles. First is authoritative. This is the type of leadership style that you have to tell everyone what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and be on them constantly, and basically be their external brain. But be careful. It doesn't mean that they're a bad employee. This is how they operate. They respond best when someone is acting as their external brain and has to make every single little decision for them. If that person fits in the organization, then it's okay. You know, as a leader, that you've practiced this style of leadership and you can be very effective with this individual by being authoritative. And then there's the easy one. That's the laxy-daisy style of leadership. You tell someone, this is what I want, this is the goals at the end of the journey, and these folks just go and they do it all on their own. They're self-managed. These are great people. Just like the authoritative people, these are great people also. They just respond to a different style of leadership. These people, however, if you try to be an authoritative leader, will take it offensively and probably work in reverse of where you want them to go. This next type of leadership role, style, is the democratic style. You know, you kind of bring everybody into the room and you say, hey, this is where we want to go. And, you know, I want you to, give me your opinions and all of these, input and let's have great communication. That's wonderful. It's a wonderful leadership style. It works in certain circumstances, but be careful because at the end of the day, you're the leader and it all ends with you. You're the one who's responsible. So after gathering all this input, then you consciously make the best decision for the team and move everybody forward. A lot of your leadership coaches will tell you that The delegating style of leadership is the way to go. Delegate, delegate. Well, be very careful with this one because you have to make sure you're using delegation judiciously. And what I mean by that is make sure who you're delegating responsibility to has the skill set to carry it through to fruition. If they don't have the skill set, you should not be delegating authority or responsibility to these people. Remember, your job is to learn and to teach and to help people grow. If you try to make them grow too quickly, you can actually make a team member break because you've put too much on them too quickly. So be careful with delegation. It's a great tool. It's a great leadership style, and it should be used. But use it judiciously and be smart about it. So to wrap today's video up, we learned a lot about leadership styles. We also learned about the big lie. It's not all about one leadership style, it's knowing all of them. So don't get caught up in that big lie. And again, I'm going to bring that challenge up. I'm so glad you're here at the end of the video. Remember the challenge. After this video, go ahead and Google leadership styles and see how many leadership coaches out there are actually lying to you. I'm John with Pathway to Leadership. Don't forget principle number 1, learn and teach. And I will see you next time on Pathway to Leadership.